icing on the cake for him of a manager whose tactics on the day were a little bit alien to what he normally does, but to win a game of football. Brilliant. Just a really undervalued, or maybe, what's the word, underappreciated coach, I think, from the outside world.
In a short answer, will Isak be at Newcastle next season, do you think, or not?
I think, Aid, honestly, it could depend on whether they get in the Champions League or not. But my gut feeling is no.
Interesting. Players on their way out. Not every seat is full in this stadium, and that may not surprise you.
Yours is.
And the one next to me. The Leicester fans staying away in force. They're not happy. They do. Some of them maybe have forgotten. Less than 10 years ago they won the title, and a few years ago they won the FA Cup as well. And maybe, just maybe, you've got to support them through thick and thin. It's difficult to support them this season. They are that bad. Kick-off tomorrow night comes live from the Emirates, where it's Arsenal against Real Madrid. Some even think Arsenal are going to win that tie, Sam. Kick-off Wednesday night comes live from the Parc des Princes, where it's PSG against Aston Villa. Live from Leicester tonight. One team heading to the Championship, the other heading to the Champions League, possibly. Leicester against Newcastle, live and exclusive on TalkSport, with former England midfielder Danny Murphy alongside Sam Matterface.
Well, after winning their first trophy in 70 years, Newcastle United couldn't wait to get home. Leicester City can't wait to get out of theirs. In the aftermath of the grandest party Newcastle had seen in 7 decades, the Toon hangover was remedied by nudging past Brentford at St James's Park. Now they have another quest, the return of Champions League football to their cathedral on the hill. And they'll be favourites to further that here at the once raucous, now revolting King Power Stadium, where the mood matches Leicester's form. The Foxes have lost 7 straight games at home in the Premier League without scoring a goal. There's a disconnect between fans and the club, and reports of fallouts between the manager and his players, who don't want to be cooped up in their plush training ground. So, what next? Staying up has been a hopeless task for a while now. All that Ruud van Nistelrooy can do is show that Leicester will go down fighting, and that he's possibly got the ability to bring them back. Danny Murphy has scrapped his way out of trouble more than once before. Leicester can't survive, but can they take a scalp tonight?
I've only scrapped my way out of trouble once, not more than once, just to correct you on that one.
I bet you have scrapped yourself out of trouble more than once.
From a footballing perspective.
It depends how you take it.
I only had one bad season where I was fighting relegation. Can Leicester do it? No chance. But can they go down with a bit of dignity? Of course, if they put some results together, get a couple of wins in front of their fans. But tonight's going to be a big ask for them. This Newcastle side are good, powerful, knowledgeable.
Well, tomorrow and Wednesday it's every inch of the Champions League, and we've covered it all. Your football fix when you need it on TalkSport, with the EFL action interspersed, and Europa League commentary later on in the week as well. Next Saturday, Manchester City will continue their attempts to cling on to a Champions League place live on TalkSport. But tonight, Newcastle can go 4th in the Premier League and still have a game in hand over Chelsea and Manchester City if they win here by 8 goals. Leicester in blue from head to toe, shooting from right to left. Newcastle all in white with green sleeves and a couple of green slashes down the side of the shorts, attacking their goal away to 11 hours 10 minutes. You could fly to LA during that time. The way things are going at the moment, Leicester City would probably miss that flight. Here is Bruno Guimaraes, just short of the halfway line, into Tonali. Then it's back to Trippier. Infield it goes to Cher.
See, that outball to Livramento is too easy. The way Leicester have set up, it's like he's just an easy pass every time to get him up the pitch. It looks imbalanced the way Leicester is set up.
I mean, with all due respect, we spotted that within about 3 minutes of the game, and they've done nothing about it.
Nah.
I mean, if you're on the pitch, don't you see that and want to do something about it? Here's Daka running over the halfway line, bursting forward. Referee says he died. Play on. Tonali tells him to get up as well. He's just fallen over. and Cher brings it forward.
It was a positive run from Daka. I think he just lost control of it and decided to try and get a free kick, but that was better. He's got to have the Leicester players have got to find the courage to keep trying to do the right things. That's running forward with and without the ball. That's taking risks with the ball. Don't go back, keep going forward. Try and get this crowd something to sing about, to shout about.
How demoralising is it? I'm sure it hasn't happened to you very often, but when a crowd turn on you like this and every mistake, every little setback is jeered, booed.
It's tough. I've had it a few times. Tough. You know, you're losing the game, they're on the team, and you've really got to find it within yourself to be brave. You've got to keep getting on the ball, you've got to keep trying to do the work without it, you've got to keep thinking that it can turn around for you. Obviously, you're 4 or 5 down, that's different, but at 2 and 3, you're still in the game, you've still got something to fight for. I haven't seen the heads drop. They're not running around, and they're not trying. They're just lacking confidence in terms of their passing and the receiving of the ball. They don't look like a team who have got many ideas, who have got any confidence in what they're doing. They look a little bit all over the place in the way they're set up, and that's down to the coach.
Samara has just given the ball away in midfield again. And Newcastle have it back on halfway. Those white shirts attacking the goal away to our right, having established a 2-goal lead very early in the game. Both goals from Jacob Murphy, who has now 8 for the season. He assisted the Isaac goal against Brentford. In fact, those two have developed quite a partnership.
Great feet.
And they're coming forward again now. Bruno Guimaraes just evading Cody and then being challenged by Samara as he threatened to get away, looking to try and release Murphy down the right hand side, but there was Luke Thomas in the left full-back position. He sends it centrally to Cody, who had to quickly get rid of it because he was being harassed by Murphy. Into the centre of midfield and Daka, and then Ndidi. And look at the space over on that left-hand side for Justin. Livramento's made up the ground well. Justin's come infield. He's then pushed it on to El Canouse, out wide to Christensen left-hand side. His cross blocked by Tonali.
Poor cross,
and then Trippier chases it out, plays it against Christensen, and Rob Jones gives a corner kick. I don't think he was too sure whether or not that was a corner or a goal kick, so he just gave Leicester the benefit of the doubt. Not that I think Kieran Trippier is too happy about it.
I think it was the first time we'd seen an overload for Leicester on that right hand side. He's got well forward a couple of times, Justin.
Corner kick to be taken away to our left hand side in the sparsely populated end in front of Pope's goal. And Luke Thomas's crossing effort is blocked by Barnes. It goes out for a second successive corner. More football fix for you tomorrow night as we take you round the grounds with Champions League action as part of our menu. Real Madrid are the visitors to the Emirates Stadium. Middlesbrough against Leeds is live on TalkSport 2 tomorrow night. Mark Wilson and former Leeds manager Neil Redfern are on commentary duty. Here's the cross from the left-hand side to be taken by Luke Thomas, left-footed, an outswinger. It's going to be headed away by Byrne. Didn't actually go anywhere near a blue shirt. It comes back out to El Canouse, who tries to funnel it through to Ndidi. He holding off Livramento, gives it back to Luke Thomas, and it's shoveled out. You might have heard a ripple of applause. It was for Ricardo Pereira, who's been out for a little while, and seeing him warm up down in front of us is a useful asset.
He had a couple of terrific seasons.
He didn't he? But he's been dogged by injury, plagued by injury actually. It's probably worth saying. Here is Thomas in towards the near post, away by Barnes. Thomas, who's been one of the most active of the Leicester players, nudges it through to Canouse, and then it's all the way out towards the far side, but it's going to be a stretch for Justin to get there, and then he was pretty wasteful with his ball forward.
Tell you what was interesting, I know we've talked about it before and deviating quickly, but how many Newcastle fans are around us in the home bit? I know there's been a lot of talk about tickets for away fans getting in stadiums recently. It's been quite a topical debate.
Potato, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few Newcastle fans in here.
More than a few.
And